Hi everyone, welcome to London. And as typical London weather, it is very cold and extremely wet. And I'm in a Ford Focus RS. Now, it's a bit of a shame really, it's a complete and utter fail in fact, because I was hoping to bring you a review of this car. We don't get this car in our region. We get the Focus ST, but we don't get this one, the Focus RS, in our region. And I was hoping that whilst I'm here in the UK, I'll give it a try and bring you a review. But as you can see, conditions are not ideal. But I'll tell you what, we'll try and do a little drive anyway to try and get some impression of the car. Although to be honest, it's so wet and so slippery that it's not real. We're not going to be able to do very much today. But you know what? Gotta try, right? Before we do that, let's tell you a little bit about the car because I've got the spec sheet right here. So Ford Focus RS 2.3T turbo EcoBoost 6-speed manual. I believe that's the same engine that's now in the Mustang, the 4-cylinder, isn't it? This one has 345 brake horsepower, 350 brake horsepower, about that, and the torque is about 320 or 340. It says 470 here Newton meters with overboost, and I believe you get like a lower figure, and then it jumps for about 18 seconds when you have the overboost feature. So 0 to 100 is about 4.7 seconds. So this car of course has all-wheel drive, and it has drive modes including the normal mode as you'd expect, sports mode, track mode, and drift mode. And I certainly don't think we'll be trying the last two today. It's also got launch control. Drift mode, really, I was interested to see what that was all about, but yeah, there's no chance I'm going to risk messing around with that in these conditions, in this weather. We've got Brembo 4-piston monoblock calipers. We've got 19-inch wheels, 235/35 tires on this car. We've got these incredible, fantastic, quite firm body-hugging Recaro sport seats and side bolsters. We got climate control, we got rear cameras, we got automatic dimming mirror. We've got a lot of kit on this car actually, and this one, these shell seats in fact actually are a £1,000 option. Oh my goodness, how much is the car? The car starts at 32,765 according to this, pounds that is, and I'll put the conversions in on the screen now by the magic of graphics, whatever. But on the road price for this particular car, which is a Ford press office car, is £36,000. That includes £745 for the nitrous blue color, an exclusive color apparently for this car. I thought it was a launch color, but hey ho. And then you get the luxury pack with £1,000, which you get the folding door mirrors, rear parking sensors, keyless entry, and all that, cruise control. You get and of course these seats, like I said, £1,145. Active city start stop, £200 for that. Okay. £115 for a heated steering wheel, which actually I've come to appreciate in this weather, let's be honest. And the painted brake calipers are £100, so there you go. So this is the car. It's a bit of a legend, this thing, you know. It's a long line of RS models. Well, I suppose it's the third generation, isn't it? Correct me if I'm wrong. But you know, these are very, very, I mean, I love the Focus ST. It's one of my absolute favorite cars. Have we turned off here? There we go, starting up. It's one of my favorite cars. Now, I wasn't going to do the normal, we weren't going to do the normal walk around and everything anyway, because to be honest, it's just a Focus. And if you're familiar with the Focus, and particularly the Focus ST, it's not that much more different, but it does have quite an aggressive and interesting look at on the outside. You get 3 dials up here for your oil temperature, your boost bar, and that sort of stuff, and you get a drive mode thing down here, which of course is how you go from normal into sport, into track, and into the infamous drift mode. But other than that, it's pretty much a regular Ford Focus. And so let's start in normal mode and see if we have an opportunity to go into sports mode. But having said, you know, normal mode, got proper handbrake, look at that, I like that, and of course manual gearbox only comes with that. Having said that, the performance is all there. It's gonna get really dirty, and I got it washed and everything just now for the photo shoot, and now it's just gonna get filthy again. Welcome to London, everybody. Hey. Well, it is the beginning of February, so yeah, I mean the performance is there, quite honestly. It's not like you have to go into sports mode to access the performance. It's there anyway. And if I could just give it a little, I mean I'm in third gear, at 3,000 revs, and whoa, oh my word, you know, I think I'm doing illegal speeds already in the wet, and that's and that's just from a short stab at the throttle. You know, like I said, I'm going into 4th gear now. The gear changes are very, very good. For heel and towing, it's not quite ideal for me. I find the accelerator pedals a little bit too far from the brake pedal, so I wish it could have been just a little bit closer for me to be, well, my foot's not that flexible, to really reach between the accelerator pedal and the brake pedal. So, wow. I mean, let's go into sports mode then, because the road's looking a bit clear here. But to be honest, performance-wise, it doesn't really make a lot of difference. I mean, that's accelerating even in 5th, back down to 4th, and wow, I mean, the performance is just there. I mean, you know, it's a little car, and you're talking, you know, 350 horsepower, you know, well over 300 pounds-foot of torque. Wowzers, you know. You know, it's one of those cars, I feel that it would be really good fun if I could drive it on the right day, in the right conditions, on the right road, and these are none of those, unfortunately. Heading into a town now. The steering feel is fantastic. The steering weighting is fantastic. The response is very good. The feel, I can't vouch for too much, apart from the fact that it's making me a bit nervous because I can feel that it's a little bit slippery out there. So, but having said that, we got all-wheel drive, and it does feel extremely grippy. I've not had any instance of feeling like I'm beginning to lose grip or anything like that, at least not yet. You know, despite the obviously greasy roads that we have at the moment. So in that sense, you know, it's quite reassuring. And like I said, quite nicely weighted, good shape, flat bottom steering wheel, good, quite responsive, very little play in it, so it moves like even like that, straight away it responds. And throttle response is fantastic. Clutch weighting is very, very good. The biting point is very well defined, so you know exactly where that is, and you can make that work. The stop start is a bit annoying in traffic because it actually just shut the engine off. So sometimes, you know, it sort of does it at the wrong moment, and you feel like you've stalled. So it's kind of weird. But you can turn that off anyway, so that's not a big deal. The gear shift, very, very smooth. A little bit notchy, but quite tight, quite short throw, and very easy to work with. You never miss a gear in this thing. And the reverse is left and up, so you pull the lever underneath the gear knob up to make that happen. So I've got to slow down even more here because we're in a city, in a town with a 30 limit. I'll tell you what, we're probably going to edit here, and I'll start recording again when we have a little bit more of a clearer run. Powering around that roundabout, you can see like a 4-wheel drive, there's just a hint of understeer. I must say the ride is extremely firm, to the point where you start to avoid those little potholes and ridges and bumps. Wherever you kind of detect them, you're like, oh, I must stay clear of that. But then it's kind of what you would expect. In fact, this is I understand that the suspension and dampers are over 30% stiffer than the Focus ST. So yeah, and the Focus ST is no cushy car either. So yeah, I think we're heading onto the motorway now. Yes. So yeah, I mean, yeah, unfortunately, I really haven't been able to bring you a proper drive of this car, and perhaps sometime in the future we'll do so. It's not available in our market. There's no plans to bring it into our market. The car is about 2 years old already now. I think they were launched in 2016. So it's unlikely now that we're going to be getting it. But you know, there are some private import cars in our region, and some people are interested in bringing the cars over. And if you are, I would say, yeah, do it, because you know, certainly we'll be able to use this level of performance in our market more than I'm able to do so here. A, because of the weather, because of the roads, because of the traffic, and because of the speed restrictions and all the rest of it. So unfortunately, it's not been an ideal day to really test this car and to bring you a review of it, but on the basis of how it feels and how it goes and the brief time I've had with the car, I think there's a pretty damn awesome little car under here, just dying to get out really of these conditions, as I am, quite frankly. I wish I could just ship this over to Dubai right now and do a test for you over there on one of my favorite roads up towards the Kalba way. Oh well, anyway, for what it's worth, I hope you enjoyed that review. I'm not sure I did, that's for sure. Anyway, please do follow us, motoringme.com. Check us out on all the social media. That's Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. And if you're watching on YouTube, please do like, share, and subscribe. And also, you can check me out as well on Instagram. That would be great. And until the next one, thanks a lot for watching.